alphabets in English, Korean has consonants and vowels. Today we're going to look at the consonants of Korean language. When you write Korean, you tend to go from top to bottom or left to right. The first Korean consonant in the alphabet is kiok. The way to write this is you draw a horizontal line across and you just bring it straight down. Another way to write this, you draw the horizontal line, then you curve it down. They both are the same thing. You can think of this as the letter A in the English alphabet, and the pronunciation is usually with a K or G in the English alphabet. K or G. The second consonant is nian. The way you write this is just the opposite way of kiok. You draw a straight line down, and then a line across. The pronunciation for this is a lot like the letter N. N. The third consonant is tigit. It looks a lot like the letter C, but you write it completely differently. You first draw a line from left to right, and then you add the nian underneath, straight down and across. The pronunciation for tigit is a lot like the letter T or D, T or D. The fourth consonant is lier. The way you write lier is you just add kiok to tigit. You first go across and down, across and down, and across again. You can also write this in one stroke. A lot of locals do it, and it looks a lot like the number 2 or an opposite letter S. The pronunciation for it is a lot like the letter L or R, L. Just make sure you don't roll your R's too much. Make sure your tongue is at the top roof of your mouth when you say lier. The fifth consonant is miu. It looks a lot like the square, but the way you write it is really important. So you first draw a line straight down, then you add kiok to it. Then you just close it off with a horizontal line. The pronunciation for this is a lot like the letter M. The sixth consonant is biu. This is easy to draw. You just draw straight 11s. Then you draw a line in the middle, and a line at the bottom. A lot of the Koreans draw it in a different way, like this, or like this. The pronunciation for biu is a lot like P or B. The seventh consonant is Seoul. You first draw a horizontal line towards the left, then a little under, you draw one towards the right. You can also write this in one connecting line. Just make sure you don't get the order wrong in which line is at the top. That's a no-no. The pronunciation for Seoul is a lot like the letter S. S. The eighth consonant is ian. Ian is basically just a circle. It's a lot like the letter O in the alphabet. There's no specific pronunciation for it. It's more like a placeholder for vowels such as a, e, I, o, u. But if you put it as a support letter underneath, you would pronounce it as I. The ninth consonant is jiet. There's two ways to write this. First way, you just draw a horizontal line across, and then you add the shiot underneath. Another way to write this is you draw the kiet, and then you draw a little line. They're both jiet. The pronunciation is a lot like the letter Z or J, J, but you can just think of it as the J in Jeju Island. The 10th consonant is chiet. The way you write it is just add a little line to chiet. First you can draw it in a horizontal way, or you can draw it in a vertical way. The pronunciation for this is a lot like CH in chicken, chit. The 11th consonant is kiet. All you have to do is you first draw a kiet, and then you add a line in the middle. Just make sure it doesn't go across the kiet. The pronunciation for it is K or Q. The 12th consonant is tiet. Much like Q, you just add a line in the middle to tigit. The pronunciation for it is a lot like the letter T, T. The 13th consonant is piet. You first draw a horizontal line across, and then draw 11 right down the middle, and close it off with the bottom horizontal line. You can also draw it more naturally by making the 11s curve in a little inside. The pronunciation for this is a lot like the letter P. The 14th consonant is hiet. Hiet is a lot like just drawing a hat on top of ear. You can draw it like this, or you can just draw a middle finger and a circle at the bottom. The pronunciation for it is a lot like the letter H. We wish it was the N, but there's double consonants. There's double consonants for the alphabets 기역, 디귿, 비읍, 시읒, and 치읒. The way you write these double consonants, you should basically just write 2 of each. And when you refer to these double consonants, you don't read it out loud like 기역 or 디귿 or 비읍. No. You put sang in front of each word and you say 쌍기역, 쌍디귿, 쌍비읍, 쌍시읒, and 쌍치읒. The first double consonant is 쌍기역. You just basically draw 2 기역s right next to each other. The pronunciation is a lot like a rushed out K, 끄, like 껌, 까만, 꼼지락, or 껍질. The second double consonant is 쌍디귿. You write it out with 2 디귿s next to each other. The pronunciation is 뜨, a lot like 똥, 그, 뜨겁다, 따뜻하다, 따라하다. The third double consonant is 쌍비읍. You basically write 2 bi읍s right next to each other. But Koreans also love to write it this way. Or this way. The pronunciation is 쁘, like 빵, 삐약삐약, 빠지다, 빨래. The fourth double consonant is 쌍시읒. As usual, you just write 2 시읒. The pronunciation is 스, a lot like 쌩쌩, 쌀, or 쓱싹쓱싹. The last double consonant is 쌍지읒. As usual, you just write it right next to each other. And the pronunciation is ጭ, a lot like 짜장면, 짜다, 짜증나다, or 쩔어,